Wow, well, we've seen quite a bit of weather across the Tennessee Valley. We had some severe thunderstorm warnings and even some flash flooding. We're now going to go over to Fox 54 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. And before we do that, we're going to take a look at this sky here in Huntsville. Ominous clouds, something from out of a movie, a Halloween movie. But seems like it's all calm now. We'll now go to Fox 54 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. Jordan, what's on your radar now?
It does look very spooky over the Madison County Courthouse, though a perfect summarization of what we've seen over the last couple of days. Light on one side, dark on the other side. One side getting the rain and the thunderstorms, the other side still getting the sunshine. Live look out over the Parkway this evening. A fair amount of cloud cover, but it does look like a lot of the rain has come to an end here in the city of Huntsville. Maybe just a couple of light sprinkles at this point here in the city. But other than that, we are beginning to dry out. A lot of that rain really beginning to kind of push its way to the east. Talking about a little bit of light rain that's beginning to move into the 431 corridor, beginning to see a little bit of rain move into Owens Crossroads. Still talking about that one stronger thunderstorm kind of hanging out over Somerville and Morgan County. Some very heavy rain, maybe some gusty winds, a little bit of thunder and lightning. Some of this activity is going to stick with us as we head into the weekend. We'll talk about it in great detail here in a few minutes.
You may have seen recent headlines about flock cameras or license plate readers that use artificial intelligence to scan and track license plates, but local law enforcement is using them too in several cities and counties across North Alabama. Flock cameras have recently garnered national attention over concerns about privacy and policing, leading to multiple reports of vandalism in cities across the U.S. Fox 54's Caleb Aguayo tells us about some of the rumors surrounding them and what the Decatur Police Department is doing to combat those rumors.
Flock cameras and other license plate readers are seeing widespread use across North Alabama, drawing concern from people who say they're too invasive. But the Decatur Police Department says there are a lot of misconceptions about what they do and don't do to identify you.
DPD has used flock cameras for over 4 years after a trial run at a local Walmart. Since that time, they've installed 43 other cameras within Decatur city limits. There's a small circle of people inside DPD that are certified to use the administration software. No live feeds, no personal records, just statistics.
When it sends the pictures back of your car or your tag, it doesn't send who the registered owner is. It doesn't tell us where you live and your height and your weight and all those things. There is no biometric collection of data. There is no cell phone collection of data. That just simply isn't true.
Captain Justin Lyon says what it does do is help Decatur police solve all kinds of crimes that might otherwise go without a lead.
When we recover a stolen car, when we find your child, your loved one, when we solve a case or we have a lead on a homicide, what value does that have to a family? Like it's priceless, and that's all that matters. It helps give us a tool, a leg up to help solve crimes and just further investigations that otherwise just wouldn't simply exist.
The devices work by tagging license plates, using artificial intelligence to enhance the images for quality and storing them for only 30 days before they're automatically deleted, unless some are saved for a criminal investigation.
We routinely would capture that when it is deemed material or evidence, and it's treated just as such. It's saved to a digital device, whether that's a flash drive or a CD, but then it becomes evidence, so it's treated just like anything else.
And Lyon says it's all above board because on public streets with publicly visible license plates, there is no expectation of privacy. In Decatur, I'm Caleb Aguayo, Fox 54 News.
Captain Lyon also says you should do some research, read about flock cameras online and figure out what they do before considering vandalism, which he says could land you a felony charge. One person injured in a shooting at a Madison hotel last night. Hemsey says crews received a call around 9:45 about a shooting on Graphics Drive. Madison Police, Fire and Rescue and Hemsey responded to the scene. Madison Police told Fox 54 the shooting appears to have started as a disagreement between two people who knew each other. Officials say the man was taken to the hospital and the investigation is ongoing. The Huntsville Police Department is asking you to check your cameras as investigators search for information about a shooting in Huntsville early Sunday.
Fine, 2955 Jordan Lane, and shots were fired 1020. Any additional, you go ahead and start en route to 2990 Highway 53 Chevron.
Yeah, what you heard was scanner traffic from the shooting that left one dead and 4 others injured. First responders were called to the area of Jordan Lane and Maston Lake Road. This happened around 2:30 a.m. again on that Sunday. Now investigators are asking anyone with surveillance cameras in the area to review footage starting around 1 a.m. until after the shooting. Police are looking for any activity that could be connected to the incident, including people or vehicles entering or leaving the area. Police say the video doesn't have to capture the shooting to be useful, and all information shared will be kept confidential. Now, Huntsville city leaders holding a press conference today following a wave of recent shootings here in the Rocket City. Among them is District 1 City Council member Michelle Watkins and Huntsville Police Chief Kirk Giles. As HPD continues to investigate the shooting at a gas station on the 2800 block of Jordan this past Sunday, Chief Giles has a simple message for the community. If you see something, say something.
Public safety is always strongest when the community and the police work together. We need residents to continue reporting suspicious activity, sharing information, and remaining engaged with their communities. Many of our successful investigations began with a phone call, a tip, a concerned neighbor who chose to speak up. If you see something, say something. In most of these incidents, a lot of people were there, but somehow no one saw anything.
Yeah, if you have any information about Sunday's shooting, find a link to HPD's evidence submission forum on FOX54.com. Madison County commissioners focused their attention on the new county courthouse. They had a session this morning that allowed for commissioners to view up-to-date information about plans when it comes to construction, temporary facilities, and the choice between one building or two. After the meeting, Fox 54 spoke with Chairman Rex Vaughn, who told us he believes the commissioners have made their choice all but official.
I think most of our commissioners are on the same page as far as what direction we're going to go. And I would imagine it's going to be one big courthouse right back here on the courthouse square. That's probably where we've all consolidated our ideas, and that would make the most sense. That is where our downtown neighbors want us to be. They want the court system to be downtown on the square, where our lawyers are located pretty much adjacent to the courthouse square.
During today's meeting, downtown business owners expressed concern over what the demolition and construction period could mean for their business. Downtown Huntsville Inc. CEO Ron Pottied attended the meeting and afterwards told Fox 54 he plans to work closely with businesses once construction begins.
Once they make the final decision on exactly what the plan is going to be, we are in fact going to schedule a series of public meetings to where local business owners and individuals can come in and hear firsthand from the leadership of the courthouse renovation project what's going to happen, when is it going to happen, and then be able to ask detailed questions about anything that they're concerned about, and we'll do that on multiple occasions as things progress.
Pottied says Downtown Huntsville Inc. plans to help promote businesses impacted by the construction when the process begins. We're getting a better idea what the future of education will look like for hundreds of students in Huntsville with a series of renderings of a new campus. This is how design teams envision the new Huntsville Middle School. The imagery shows the 750 student campus with flexible learning spaces to support collaboration and creativity. The school will be built next to the current Huntsville Junior High and will eventually replace it, expanding to serve grades 6 through 8. The project includes 10 classrooms per grade level, dedicated elective spaces, and a storm shelter gymnasium. Construction is expected to wrap up in August of 2028. Once students move in, the old junior high building will come down, making room for a new football practice field and track.
It's going across state lines more. Where something's packaged in one state, it's sold in another state.
Yeah, the recent cases of foodborne outbreaks, specifically with produce across the country, has health officials on high alert. We have a listen. A special salute. Yeah, for a 3-star general who is retiring. We'll take you to Redstone Arsenal for this ceremony. Fresh produce is at the center of multiple public health investigations. Nearly every state is reporting cases of foodborne illnesses. As of Monday, the Alabama Department of Public Health confirmed 85 cyclosporiasis cases in the state, 66 of which are here in northern Alabama. Fox News senior correspondent Jonathan Seri has more.
Nearly a dozen foodborne outbreaks are now under investigation by the FDA. This week, Chipotle and Qdoba removed jalapenos sourced from Mexico from their menus after federal officials traced the peppers to more than 300 salmonella cases. It comes as Taylor Farms continues to recall iceberg lettuce grown in central Mexico that was linked to the largest of multiple Cyclospora outbreaks.
It's going across state lines more, where something's packaged in one state, it's sold in another state, it's mixed in another state.
Since May 1st, the CDC says there have been more than 10,000 confirmed cases of cyclosporiasis across 47 states. The agency is also aware of more than 12,000 additional suspected cases of the intestinal disease. Health experts say warm temperatures can accelerate the growth of bacteria and parasites, leading some consumers to change how they order during the summer months.
I've got my groceries delivered from Walmart and actually Costco. In the heat, I tend to pick up my ice cream and cold things myself.
According to federal data, around 48 million Americans contract a foodborne illness each year, but improved testing methods have made it easier to identify these outbreaks sooner.
We used to rely on cultures, stool cultures, and it would take days. Now we have culture independent. We use PCR like we used to use for COVID.
Meanwhile, the U.S. also suspended avocado inspections in the Mexican state of Michoacan due to security concerns, and that is delaying exports. In Atlanta, Jonathan Seri, Fox News.
Today, Mexican officials say they reached a deal with the U.S. to authorize the release of more than 1,000 tons of avocados. Back here in the Tennessee Valley, the city of Huntsville working on ways to make the city more inclusive. A discussion on accessibility a priority. We learn more. In the meantime, Jordan, how's our weather? Are we going to have a quiet night?
Yeah, we are going to be quiet as we head into the overnight. We just got to get the scattered showers and thunderstorms out of here first, and we'll do that rather soon. We'll discuss in a few minutes.
Over County 911, what's the address of your emergency? Okay, your wife is in a bar, you said she's unresponsive?
This is what he's going to tell you.
How to get out of that situation.
And I grabbed the gun.
Trying to find the first place to put a body.
No, sir.
The only thing they could do was kill him.
You want to say anything? We, the jury, and to find the defendant.
Last month, FOX54 spoke with local disability groups about accessibility here in the Rocket City. And today, we caught up with the city of Huntsville about how they work to keep the Rocket City inclusive. As projects like the Big Spring Park East expansion are underway, and as the city of Huntsville grows, the city is also looking to include all. Ricky Wilkinson with Huntsville's General Services Department tells us while designs get state review, accessibility isn't just a check mark.
Whether it's a park or brand new facility or renovated facility, at minimum the state reviews it to make sure that our design is compliant with ADA requirements. But again, we don't want to do this because it's required, right? We're building an inclusive community, and we want to make sure, I mean, it's important to us just because we want everyone in this community and visitors to be able to enjoy all of our facilities and parks.
Yeah, Wilkinson says that working with local groups has helped to allow for Huntsville to be more inclusive. Oh, a view from atop Montesano, a bit of cloud cover. Do I see low clouds?
No, that would be the rain. They're
okay.
Off to our left, and I guess everybody else's left as they're looking at the screen as well. Yeah, that would be rain off to the left, and then kind of a clear sky off to the right there.
Okay, a little bit of what we've seen throughout the day. We've had some severe warnings.
Yep.
Flash flooding, and then we had a severe thunderstorm warning too.
Yeah, we've had a little bit of everything through the course of the afternoon. We got to enjoy some sunshine. Then we had the afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Some of that activity did pack a bit of a punch. We had a couple of different severe thunderstorm warnings. We had a couple of different flash flood warnings issued in different parts of the Tennessee Valley. All of those warnings have since been allowed to expire. Beginning to quiet down here in the city of Huntsville. We're done talking about the rain, traffic moving smoothly. Of course, the parkway is still damp. We're still talking about a cloudy sky, but as we get ready to wrap up rush hour, we are done talking about the rain, at least in the city of Huntsville. We're talking about a little bit of rain back into Owens Crossroads. We're talking about a little bit of rain in Hartselle, Falkville. They're talking about some heavier rain, a little bit of thunder, a little bit of lightning. Back into Priceville, those folks could be talking about a little bit of rain. Trinity, those folks also talking about a little bit of rain. This activity is very scattered in nature. Again, no severe thunderstorm warnings currently in effect across the Tennessee Valley, but we're also talking about one stronger thunderstorm hanging out over northwest Alabama, kind of along Highway 72 there, just to the north of Florence, kind of hanging out in Killen. Those folks talking about some very heavy rain, maybe a little bit of thunder, a little bit of lightning, no hail within this storm, so some good news there. Heading down into Leeton, they're talking about some rain, a couple of light sprinkles in Lexington, just to the south of Anderson, and then along, again, Highway 72, heading into Rogersville, beginning to see some heavier rain, light for the time being, but when you're getting into some of these darker yellows, getting into the reds and the purples, that's some pockets of very heavy rain, which could lead to some localized ponding of water, but overall flash flooding is not a major concern. Rain is going to stay in the forecast as we head into the middle and later part of Saturday morning, but just like the last couple of days, many of us are going to start the day dry. However, as we head into the afternoon, scatters, showers, and thunderstorms are going to become more of a predominant feature across the area. As a matter of fact, the only change I have for you as we head into the front half of the weekend is I actually think a lot of this activity could be a little more widespread through the later part of Saturday afternoon and then as we head into Saturday evening. So bear that in mind if you do have Saturday plans. The overall chance of being impacted by a little bit of rain or a stronger thunderstorm is going to be a little bit higher compared to what we've seen over the last couple of days. Now the good news here, I do have a little bit of good news. It's not all doom and gloom. Sunday does look like it is going to be drier. Are we completely getting rid of the opportunity for rain? No. But it looks like the rain on Sunday is going to be much more isolated in nature. And then as we head into Monday of next week, it's same story, different day, same story, different week, I suppose, where isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms are again going to be possible. And we'll hold on to that chance every single day through the forecast period. Temperatures kind of all over the place this evening. If you've seen rain, you're in the 70s like Huntsville, who's sitting at 73 degrees, but then Florence has not seen as much rain, so they're still sitting in the lower 90s. We drop into the lower 70s as we head into the overnight, just like the last several nights, maybe a little bit of patchy, dense fog. Most of us are going to be just fine. 90 degrees on Saturday, 91 degrees on Sunday. We're going to start each day in the lower 70s. Again, Sunday definitely looks like it's going to be the better of the 2 days, just because I think we're going to be drier on Sunday compared to what I have for you on Saturday. Have a good look at the next 7 days. There's your weekend. Once again, 90 and 91, scattered showers and thunderstorms, but the weekend's not going to be a complete wash. Not even Saturday is going to be a complete wash. 92 on Monday, 91 on Tuesday, 92 on Wednesday. Again, scattered showers and thunderstorms are going to be in the forecast every single day through the forecast period, which is pretty typical for this time of year, as are these temperatures. These temperatures are pretty typical as well. 90 degrees each day next Thursday and Friday.
A 3-star general at Red Zone Arsenal retired just this morning, marking a major transition for the U.S. Army's Material Command. sounds of celebration. Lieutenant General Chris Mohan relinquished command of the AMC in a special ceremony, naming Lieutenant General Gavin Lawrence as the interim commander until a new candidate can be appointed at the federal level. However, that's a process that could take months. In the meantime, Mohan describes what this departure means for him.
I walk off this field a sad man, but a man who is incredibly confident in our nation, incredibly confident in the way forward. Gavin Lawrence is the absolute right person. He will step in, and this unit will not lose a beat. The Army keeps rolling along, with or without me, and I mean that as a compliment to you all.
Wow, well, Mohan says in his retirement he plans to focus on his hobbies, including woodworking and beekeeping, while taking trips and spending time with his family. Happy retirement. Well, the weekend is here and so is the fun. If you're looking for a way to enjoy your summer weekend, you're in the right place. Fox 54 has a few Fox 54 happening this weekend that you may want to stick with. Do you like thrifting? The thrill of finding something unbelievably good? Well, check this out. The world's longest yard sale is spending 4 days in 6 states, stretching 690 miles. And one of those stops is in Gadsden. That's tomorrow. The record-breaking event runs along a major highway all the way from Michigan to the Yellowhammer State. Don't forget, while you're in the shopping groove, to stay hydrated in the Alabama summer sun. Speaking of heat, the perfect way to cool off is on the water. The 2026 Scottsboro Dragon Races kicks off tomorrow at Goose Pond Colony Resort. Cheer your favorite team on as they board 46-foot-long Hong Kong-style dragon boats and race along Lake Gunnersville. Don't miss out on a fun-friendly competition that raises money for local organizations. And the fun doesn't stop there. Don't miss out on a community block party at Butler Green Park. It's tomorrow from 4 to 7. Admission is free, and so is the food for the first 100 attendees. There will be live music from a radio personality and DJ Lachey B. Gamers, there will also be a video game truck, on-site health screenings, giveaways, and if you know the Rocket City like the back of your hand, snag a community passport and collect stamps to win an exit prize. As usual, if none of these events are your style, no sweat. Head over to fox54.com for a full list of this weekend's happenings.
We're over a week into UNA's fall camp in Florence. Coming up next in sports, we will check in with head coach Brent Dearman and hear how his group has progressed so far.
Fox 54 Plus has your news, sports, and weather. Start your evening with Fox 54 at 5:30, delivering the latest headlines and live reports straight from the scene. Then stay informed with Fox 54 News at 9. Featuring your Tennessee Valley certified most accurate weather impact team, tracking everything from tornado threats to traffic delays during severe weather. Fox 54 Sports Extra brings you more of what sports fans crave, with deeper insights, expert analysis, and all the action that matters most. On Fox 54 Plus, you'll also find Alabama politics, plus 24/7 weather radar and real-time forecasts to keep you ahead of the storm. Looking for a quick recap? Don't miss Fox 54 Week in Review, highlighting the biggest stories of the week. Jumpstart your morning with Morning Rush. Fast-paced news updates, featured with uplifting stories from across the globe. Get your entertainment fix with Getting Real, where we break down movie reviews, top 10 lists, and spotlight the newest film. Die Hard fan? Locked On Sports dives deep into the Crimson Tide, the Tigers, college rivalries, and pro action. True crime warrior style? Killer Cases brings you gripping real-life stories that stick with you. Hungry for more? Cooking with Style serves up mouth-watering recipes that are easy to make and impossible to resist. From movie previews before you head to the theater with Take a Look, to must-know headlines from across the region and around the world with In the News. Watch all of these shows on demand and also on the Fox 54 News app. Available on Android and iOS devices. Streaming 24/7.
We are just over 3 weeks away from kickoff of the 2026 college football season, but here in Florence, UNA Lions head coach Brent Dearman is taking things one day at a time.
We'll scrimmage tomorrow, get some more tackling in, but I like the direction our team's going right now. You want to stay healthy, but you got to try to find a balance between being physical and keeping your guys healthy.
As the final play calls are made on day 8 of fall camp for the Lions, Coach Dearman says it's been a good session for his squad to this point. A big milestone in the preseason is looming for the Lions. Saturday night will bring the first scrimmage for UNA. Dearman says the depth chart remains flexible, but he would like to see some spots begin to be locked in.
We've got some fluid depth charts going on right now where guys are bumping up and down. I want to see some guys go win a job so we can start heading into that second scrimmage knowing who our ones are, knowing which twos are going to be able to help us. So my biggest thing I'm going to challenge those guys is come out and compete, but somebody go win a job today. We named a starting quarterback, but even Destin Wade knows that if he comes out here and has a couple bad days in a row, his job's in jeopardy too. So every position, kicker, left tackle, Mike linebacker, every position every day we're competing. You can go win a job, you can go lose a job every day.
As the countdown to kickoff continues, Dearman is focused on the daily wins.
I don't know what day of the week it is. When you get in fall camp, you kind of lose the days. But I know we got a scrimmage tomorrow. I want to see our guys come in this afternoon. Let's get a great film session. Let's have a great walkthrough. Let's win today, and then we'll win tomorrow. If we keep winning every day, then 3 weeks from now, we'll take care of itself.
The Lions will play Sanford at Wicks Family Field in Huntsville during Week 0 of the 2026 season. Kickoff on August 29th is set for 6 p.m. From Florence, Gabe Glassman, Fox 54 Sports.
Friends of a Mississippi teen who mysteriously died after a boat trip say they want to investigate the scene for themselves. Hear what attorneys have to say. Local businesses speaking out against proposed Madison County Courthouse construction. We have the community impact and the why. And then Huntsville City leaders holding a press conference today following a wave of recent shootings with their messages for the community. We'll have all this and more tonight on Fox 54 News at 9. Before we let you go, it's hot, and one of the best ways to cool off is a dip in the pool. And we're learning that we're not just the ones that get hot. The wild does too. Look at those bears. That is a mama bear and her cub. They just dipped in the pool. Cameras rolling as the bears went in for a swim in a home's backyard pool in Sierra Madre, California. 2 bears bonding under the bright sun. Gotta beat that heat somehow. I mean, it just goes to show, like I said, everyone gets hot.
Everyone, including the mama bear and the cub, which I feel like presents an issue in of itself. That is that bear's pool now.
Oh.
It doesn't really matter what the homeowner wants because I'm not trying to chase away the protective mom.
No, we're not fighting bears.
No, especially not one that comes with its cub.
Oh yeah, we don't mess with mama and her cubs and her babies.
So them folks, I'm sure they're great people and all, but they have given up any and all rights to their pool. Quick look at the next 7 days. You might want a pool over the next 7 days. Of course, you can use it only if you can dodge the rain, which is going to be in the forecast every single day through the next 7. Maybe even a little more widespread on Saturday. Saturday's not going to be a complete wash. Sunday, though, going to be the better of the 2 days. 90 on Saturday, 91 degrees on Sunday. We hang out in the lower 90s every single day next week. Really a rinse and repeat sort of a thing.
Yeah, if we thought this week was something, wait till next week. We really should have enjoyed the 80s this week.
Oh yeah, no, we totally should have because those are done.
Yeah, all right. Well, we're done with the 6 o'clock show. We'll see you later tonight at 9. Have a good one.